It has been an entire year since this channel had any kind of channel update.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember the different stuff we said we were probably going to do?
Let's see, there was
The Almighty Thor thing.
Was a vague notion of Almighty Thor.
Fist of the North Star on a laser disc.
Potentially.
Battlefield Earth.
We have that.
Anyway, we said we were going to do a number of things.
Yeah.
Not all of which have still gotten done.
Yeah, but
as of now. Most of which we still actually wanted to do.
Yeah. So, we're here to actually rectify one of those that was put on that list.
I'm chomping at the bit to do another Shaq farewell video. So for those purposes, today let's do the 9 Deaths of the Ninja.
Yes.
With the Sho Kosugi.
The Sho Kosugi, nobody else.
So take me high, lead me to every twist and turn. So take me high, I won't stop till each step I learn.
Who is Sho Kosugi?
He was a quintessential man in 80s ninja movies?
Yeah, slightly lesser known, but still quite important.
Not everybody knows him.
Ninja movie man from the 80s ninja movie craze.
Yeah.
Sho Kosugi. Knows martial arts.
All kinds.
Skilled martial arts man.
Does choreography.
And knows plenty of stuff about ninja weapons.
Yes.
So, basically, the perfect one you would want to use.
Definitely.
In your 80s ninja movies.
Yes.
And 9 Deaths of the Ninja is the one we're doing today.
That
counts as my favorite Sho Kosugi. I've only seen a few. I've seen like 3 Sho Kosugi things.
Yeah.
But 9 Deaths of the Ninja, of course, being my favorite.
This, of course, is the only one I've seen. Because, well...
Oh, have you still not seen Rage of Honor?
No, I'm an uncultured bit.
Or Revenge of the Ninja? Okay.
Yeah.
I could have sworn you'd seen Rage of Honor. This one that has a, how shall we say, light-hearted approach to
you're not supposed
action and martial arts films.
You're not supposed to take it 100% seriously.
It's got a lot of comic relief. People call it a spoof.
Yeah.
And a parody. Parody / tribute.
I don't give a crap what your problem is. We have a U.S. congressman in that party.
Which, of course, being debatable. But, we know and understand that it's got a lot of comic element in it.
Yeah, I mean, before we go on, though, what about that name? The 9 Deaths of the Ninja?
Oh, the actual semantics and grammar?
Yeah.
Yes. What is it supposed to be?
Well, whenever you first read it, at least...
I don't know.
Whenever I first read it, I thought it was like the cat thing. Where it was like 9
Exactly.
Deaths.
Yeah, you'd think when it says 9 Deaths of the Ninja...
Yeah.
That it's referring to, gosh, those ninjas sure are hard to kill. Kind of like a cat having 9 lives.
Mm-hmm.
The different deaths that a ninja seems to suffer or have happened to him.
Yeah, exactly.
But he keeps coming back because he's hard to kill.
Yeah.
Well, it's not, is it?
No.
Did we find out? What did we do? We clicked on the YouTube trailer.
The trailer,
The actual trailer for 9 Deaths of the Ninja.
And somebody
what did it say? Unlike
a
cat having 9 lives, ninjas have 9 deaths in that they deal a number of different types of...
They deal in death, so...
The numerous ways that a ninja can cleverly and expertly kill you. So, fine. It's not even... It ended up being not even what we said, what we thought it was supposed to be talking.
Wouldn't it be like... Then wouldn't it be more grammatically correct to say, like, 9 deaths from the ninja?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, we're in fundamental semantic and grammatical linguistic debate issues.
But yeah,
9 Deaths of the Ninja. Oh yes, again, before we go any further with anything, let me point out the necessity and the importance of using your favorite black members only-ish, in this case, real members only.
Oh yeah,
racer jacket.
You have one.
Of the mid-1980s. Yeah, I've had this since I was 7 years old. Because it turned out in his films, at the time, mid-80s, that it seems like he insists on being allowed to wear it in the movie.
Yeah.
Because you see like 5 or 6 different iterations of it, and this is one of them, where he is wearing a super boss, super bitchin', black 80s members only-ish racer jacket.
That of course I know nothing about. So, like, I mean, we would call it a lot like the Seagulls of today, where you have to insist on wearing a
anything where the actor is a big enough star that he's allowed to wear or request. Make demands. Yeah, it's the same thing with Seagal and his orange wraparounds and the scarf and the pajamas.
That's basically how you know it's Sho Kosugi.
How to make sure, we like Sho Kosugi. And what is this?
The
film. You go along. The movie starts.
It starts off in a training camp. They're training exercise.
Have several characters.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, our thing where you don't know until you have to wait.
Yeah.
And find out, like movies should.
Where you're, where you're introduced to like the Interpol crew, or at least the anti-terrorist crew. You got your, of course.
Oh, this movie involves Interpol?
Tell me about it, right? It doesn't seem like it would, but it does. But, you have, of course, your main man, Sho Kosugi, who has the character code name of Lollipop?
Oh, we get code names in the movie?
Yes.
They're an elite fighting force.
Yeah.
Of course, and it's Sho Kosugi and who else? A doo-doo white guy?
Yeah, I called him Michael Dudikoff. In the movie.
Oh, the non-Dudikoff.
The non-Dudikoff, yes.
Yeah, Dudikon as opposed to Dudikoff.
Dudikoff, yeah. And he's just your your American...
generic
guy.
Almost Michael Dudikoff.
Yeah, and hot blonde lady nicknamed Control in the movie.
Control,
Because she's in charge of communications.
Walkie-talkies and correspondence specialists.
And Control.
That you call Control. Hot lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an Interpol trio.
Yeah.
Of the finest fighting forces.
At least you want to think it's Interpol.
On the known planet.
Yeah.
That are starting a movie. Why?
There was like
they're not just there to show off.
Well, it's part of the new terrorist wave of the 80s. There's this hotbed of terrorist activity in Manila?
Yeah, it's in this takes place in the Philippines, doesn't it?
And
you're driving along in a tour bus?
Yeah.
That happens to be filled with Americans?
Yeah.
This morning's tour will take us to one of the most active volcanoes in the world today. We will view Volcano Island, which is in the middle of Lake Taal. It was once the home of 140 families.
And you're trying to make your way through where they're holding a Filipino wedding?
Yeah.
I think. Like out front of either a Filipino Capitol Hill or some kind of embassy building.
Yes.
And then the wedding procession turns out to be a straight up decoy for kidnapping your bus full of Americans.
And you get introduced to the terrorist group, which I think there's actually 2. I don't know if they're...
Yes, what was our confusion as to what these organizations? They said they were drug cartel terrorists.
There was like a heroin cartel. Yeah, there
or
was
drug kingpins that also are terrorists.
Yeah, it was something along those lines. Kind of like a Middle Eastern thing, but in Manila.
Oh,
so,
yeah, they said Southeast Asia.
But,
so at least the Philippines. And you get who? You get Crazy Lady. That's basically my favorite thing about the movie.
Amazonian lady.
Not counting this, and this is I forgot the name of the actress, but it's Mrs. Honey Hump.
Yeah, in the name, in the character.
Again, our nodding a tribute to stuff like James Bond movies.
Yeah.
With the female characters that have the innuendo names.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the black lady with the big crazy cask afro and the cool fuzzy hair.
Yeah.
And one of the most outrageous performances you've ever seen.
Oh, without a doubt, for sure.
With her.
Do you understand?
And you also get this this weird guy.
Oh yeah, the second arch villain.
Yeah, the second arch villain. The actor's name, because I forgot the character's name.
Albion.
Oh yeah, it's Albion.
Alby the Cruel.
Yeah, Alby the Cruel
is at least what he's known as.
The character name, but he is played by this guy named Blacky. Damn it!
Time to talk about Blacky. Damn it!
As you can see, the passengers are unharmed. At least as of this moment.
Yeah, his real name, you put it down on the birth certificate, is Blacky. Damn it.
May you never talk about Blacky. Darn it.
So. Yeah, otherwise they're talking about the wrong guy.
Or Whitey, damn it, ever again.
No.
We are, of course, talking about the
Blacky
damn it.
Yeah, but
and who did he end up being?
Well,
not in the movie, in real life.
It's important because he wound up being.
He ended up being slightly noteworthy in real life.
The father of the Red Hot Chili Peppers bassist, was it? The drummer?
Man, Red Hot Chili Pepper. Dad, man.
Yeah.
Anthony Keatus, lead singer.
The Keatus, yeah. Anthony Keatus. I have a hard time remembering those names.
Man.
But
you don't know whose real name.
No.
If he is Blacky Keatus in real life, or real name, or if Anthony Keatus is Red Hot Chili Pepper, damn it. But he ended up being Anthony Keatus' dad. And you really don't understand, because it's one of those things where he's only a couple years older than him. Or looks like it anyway.
Yes.
Did he have him when he was like 14?
Either that or they don't age worth of crap in that family. Like,
does Anthony Keatus still look good nowadays?
It probably. All those Gen Xers never age. They never do. Unlike yours truly. But anyway, in the movie, he plays as
Alby the Cruel.
Alby the Cruel.
That has another noteworthy thing. See, this turns out to be this whole rabbit hole.
There's a lot of noteworthies
of stuff to observe. Yeah, what ended up being not in real life, but what ended up being the character man's. Well, it sort of counts as in real life. That actor. In his performance in Nine Deaths of the Ninja.
In the movie.
What ended up being his main.
He plays as this.
Noteworthy, awesome thing.
As this German Nazi.
In a wheelchair.
Mad antagonist man in a wheelchair.
I've never seen such a pitiful group of hostages before. Most amusing.
With a pet monkey.
It's a German drug runner.
Yes.
Drug kingpin man.
German drug kingpin.
Of Southeast Asia.
Yes.
In a wheelchair.
Yep.
With a monkey.
With a monkey in a diaper. You can't forget about the diaper. The diaper is very important. But, yeah.
And then what...
You're supposed to take...
What is his veritable claim to fame? For this?
Let's see.
Aside from all that.
Well,
he... What does Blacky Dammit / Alby the Cruel excel at.
Oh yes, the German accent, or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Excellent, Raji. For you, I have arranged rest and rehabilitation aboard Madam Whoopi's floating boat palace.
This is by far
one of our primary functions in this channel.
Yeah.
Is to, as we've said before, seek out the shittiest accents ever done on film.
Yes.
Find the worst examples of crappy fake accents that we possibly can find.
Yes.
And it's a pretty strong case. Again, we haven't seen every film known to man.
No.
But it's a pretty strong case for shittiest German accent humanly imaginable on the part of Alby the Cruel / Blacky Dammit.
Blacky Dammit, yeah. Because there's not a lot of contenders. Usually whenever somebody pulls off a German accent, it winds up being pretty good.
They want to keep doing it.
But with Blacky Dammit, if you want to be on his level, then all you have to do is change your THs to Zs.
Yeah, what does he include in his German accent?
And the W's to V's.
The S, kind of like in French, a European, where you put a Z and a TH.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the other one? Just a basic exchanging a W with a V.
Yeah.
You fail to comply with these demands, all hostages will be executed.
Past tense of a verb.
Yes.
In English that involves an ED.
Yeah.
Like say for example, he says the word trapped.
Yeah.
He'll say trapped. I noticed he did that several times. I didn't know that was part of a German accent. So if he's incorrect about that, then good for him. That's just another cool way for it to be crappy.
Yes.
But yeah, suffice to say, you can clearly tell that it is a young man from the States.
Yeah.
Doing this, playing this.
It's even worse.
German, yeah. That goes into the debate of this being a spoof. I do not think the director, what was his name? Emmett Ralston? Or Emmett Alston?
Alston, yeah.
Who'd been known for a couple other things. You push the wiki button on him yourself or whatever. He had directed a couple other outrageous type things. But I don't think that the director told Blacky Dammit, just make it shitty.
Yeah. There's some genuine.
Make it a comically shitty thing in the worst. Do the worst job you possibly can. I don't believe so.
Yeah, there was some genuine.
So it's hard to compare it to a shit thing from a something like a Monty Python.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I doubt they told him to do a bad job.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are our awesome villains for the movie. You get one other guy. The plot is that they take this busload of tourists hostage in the Philippines with international demands of having one of their cohorts released.
Our demands
from prison. It's another one of their terrorist cohorts and associates.
Yeah.
And comrades. The big crazy guy.
And
who goes along through the movie escaping from jail.
Yeah.
That they demand that he gets released while he escapes. Again, you go along basically enjoying the fact that the film.
Yeah, and most of Kosugi and Dudekarn's actions involve espionage and ass kicking. There's the restaurant scene. There's they get caught up with the bad guys.
There's some good disguises.
Yeah. And
there's some good hokey James Bond send-up tribute things.
Yeah.
Like Sho going around in a old guy.
Yeah, the old guy uniform.
A big Fu Manchu mustache and a gray wig and an old guy's cane that he
costume
uses as a ninja weapon. What did his real name end up being? It's always funny to look at what character he plays his fake name.
Oh,
like he'll be named like Sho Kosugi or something like that.
I can't.
I think this one it was something Shinobi.
Yeah, it was Shinobi, but I forget what the first name.
His last name is Shinobi.
So yeah.
Spike Shinobi.
Oh yeah, Spike Shinobi. Like I thought Spike Shinobi had a show in Branson or something. I was like, does it?
How come these jokes always come back to a town in southwest Missouri called Brandland?
Yeah, did he?
Or Brandon?
Oh yeah. Yeah, did he star alongside?
The fuck does Brandon, Missouri have to
Carby Van Tree, whoever. But
you go along, of course, as you do.
Yeah.
He's in the film. You're basically treated to some different gags. I still don't consider it a straight up spoof.
Yeah.
Because it is just a little on the side of the viewer still kind of being supposed to care more about good guys winning.
Yeah.
It's not in terms of the plot action, it's not quite spoofy enough. If they wanted to be praised for doing a great straight up action spy thriller and martial arts action thing, spoof thereof, they should have spoofed on plot.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Yeah. That's what I would have done.
When I want a spoof, I don't go in thinking, oh, this better be a spoof where I care about the plot.
Yeah.
And whether the good guys win.
Yeah.
You go through and you have a lot to choose from in terms of favorite parts of the film.
It's
a virtual smorgasbord. They do a good job with hokey ass outrageous parts of the film. Kind of what we were talking about, the idiotic disguises.
Yep. Plenty
Anything
of those.
involving those two fucking villains is gold. They're both fabulously outrageous.
I do especially like it whenever Albion shows up on the screen. I'm like, if something else is going on over here, my eye's gonna go immediately to the screen because it just commands your attention.
Yeah, his delivery is awesome.
So, but
you eat that fake accent right up, and
The government forces are not likely to attack until well after dark.
Same with the other lady. The over-the-top delivery is quite well done.
Yeah, we mentioned it before, but I really liked that training montage at the very beginning. Where they're,
once again, you hit the ground running.
Yeah, like...
It's his chance to shine as a fight and dance
fighting,
choreographer.
Dancing,
he gets to do an interpretive thing where he...
Some archery.
Pretends to do these samurai sword moves.
Oh yeah, the title sequence. Yeah. I was, of course, me being a Bond movie fan, I liked the homage of the Bond films. Because it's all done.
It's the thing with the song and the girls dancing.
Very stylistic. But I was genuinely concerned for the health and well-being of the ladies.
The safety of the dancer. There's times where he'll take his sword and do an interpretive thing, pretending to freaking cut.
I was sweating. Like, I was like, when the sword blade was like that close, I'm like, don't do it, Sho! Don't. They deserve.
Well, at least that he should be careful.
So yeah.
Even though it's Sho Kosugi.
Yeah.
And the song itself, remember?
Yes.
What is it? All the way, keep going.
Keep going, even after. Yeah. I think it goes like, keep on dancing.
That's it. Yeah. Keep.
Even if the music starts.
The music starts.
Yeah.
Is how I remember it. Because remember, they do that other version. They do the actual pop song in the intro, but then later it.
With the same smiles I wore and secondhand lines too.
Part of the score of the movie.
What a beautiful score.
Remember? Because it's your straight up 80s.
Oh yeah.
We're in the dead middle of the 80s.
And
Pretty much. It's 85.
You go on from the grandiose intro version
at the end of the early 80s, and you get this classic 80s TV/movie score music.
Oh, yeah.
The thing that we don't know very much about, remember the helicopter?
Yeah, we know nothing about
that. Man, I can do that over and over again. Literally placed in a showcase over and over. Cut, copy, and paste.
We wouldn't know anything.
Remember?
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
There could be no product sold to that song whatsoever.
Product placement.
So.
And whoever you might be with in the film.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did we talk about my beloved museum?
Oh no, we haven't talked about that yet. No.
Yeah, that probably counts as my favorite thing in the movie. In addition to this, and this. That's, again, it's just a string of enjoyability, and that makes even less sense than the rest. They're in a museum for whatever reason. There's no
that's right.
There's no espionage, there's no tactical advantage to hey, we should go to the museum. It's bad guy, it's villains, it's a villain counter spying. It's a villain doing counterintelligence on him and, what do we call him? Mr. French Fry?
Freedom Fry? The American Dudikoff?
The non-Dudikoff, yeah.
Yeah.
The two of them are at the museum, and then for whatever reason, somehow, they get villain...
Yeah, it's part of the...
must have followed them from their hotel room or something.
Part of the villain's counterintelligence.
Taking pictures of them at a museum?
Yep.
Then they send in a deadly... female assassin?
A deadly female assassin.
With a pocket knife.
Yes. And
then she does almost nothing.
Almost nothing.
And brings in who? An entire freaking gaggle of
the little people assassins.
Movie little people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're wearing these matching freaking fedora hats and everything.
Oh man.
Go in and do another thing where they do almost nothing.
It's the 80s.
Let's see. You're swarming around Sho Kosugi's legs.
Yep.
They do some classic cartoonish little people violence. Yeah, there's the whole thing of pushing, of holding the short person's forehead.
Yeah.
While they swing at you a bunch of times.
Yeah.
He does get punched in the nuts. Sho Kosugi / Spike Shinobi.
Yeah.
Let's see. At least one little person goes through underneath his legs.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
He'll pick you up when you're a little person. He'll pick you up and kind of jiggle you.
Yeah.
Like a making the coins fall out of your pocket type thing.
Kind of reminded me of Jingle All the Way. Whenever.
Oh, yes.
Arnold's there.
Yeah.
Messing with the elves.
Yeah, that might have been where they got that from. Or vice versa.
Yeah.
And then what happens? They bring in a couple more villains. That they, of course, had on hand.
Yep. Yeah. And
they climb some stairs.
They go upstairs to this balcony that's above the entrance, and for whatever reason, the museum had this area very specifically set up, presumably being under construction.
Right below the balcony.
Right under the balcony, yeah.
In the small
and then
gallery area.
One of the bad henchmen just gets flipped and thrown over the balcony into that,
Yeah, but I think he jumps.
Oh, wait, no, he does.
Into a group of little wall partitions.
Yes.
Propped up. Oh my gosh, that's the part
That's beautiful.
That'll be responsible for the degradation of your rewind button.
Yeah.
I could see that over and over again many times.
It's yeah.
Is there a reason why he jumps? Why the fuck did they run up there? Why in the hell did he jump down? It's awesome.
And
what are these propped up
Yeah,
wooden wall partition.
What was
board?
What was under construction?
That are whether or not it's was it supposed to be a little museum lean-to?
Yeah. The
room compartment that was there an artifact in there that you're supposed to go in there to look at?
Boy, that really
was
sucks.
It one of those things that's light sensitive where they needed the little deals for shade.
I mean,
if so, why the hell didn't you at least fun tack them to the freaking floor?
Yeah,
They're just leaned up against each other on the.
Surely they didn't set it up just for the movie. Surely that was not set up just for the movie.
Yeah,
not at all.
Surely this was a well thought out visual gag, and surely it won't be playing over and over again. But yeah, he falls in, and it kills him. Mm-hmm. It's a one-story fall.
Yeah.
And he flops up against these and makes them fall down because they're not attached to anything.
Yeah.
And that is the end of Henchman That Guy.
Henchman That Guy, yeah. Press F for Henchman That Guy.
One of my favorite action scenes, period.
Yeah.
Whether it's intended to be a spoof or not. Let's see. We talked about the monkey with the diaper.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the other things with Blacky, / Alby the Cruel, his ornate, old-style jungle palanquin.
Oh, yeah, the palanquin. Because the jungle isn't really known for being handicap accessible.
Yeah, so you can't exactly get through.
You got to make
on a wheelchair.
You got to make your henchman
at the same time as hacking your way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's something for the 6 different henchmen to do.
It would be before the age of powered wheelchairs
or suspensors or anything. Yeah, you can't exactly just take turns carrying him and carrying the wheelchair. So you may as well get the most finely ornate.
Yeah.
16 or 1700s era.
Yes.
Or whatever. Palanquin.
Yeah. Yes.
As humanly possible for your jungle trek.
Yeah. Yeah, I was speaking of other favorite parts, I was a big fan of the butt pyro.
Yes, that was one of our other things that we had better go ahead and mention.
The butt pyro.
Yeah.
Specifically,
what we kept referring to as the butt pyromania.
2 instances. The first one involves a young Kane. He got his 2 sons.
Another thing we have to point out.
Yes.
And talk about in Sho Kosugi things is that at the time he would bring his 2 sons along to basically everything he was in.
Yeah.
As long as them being past about age 5.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 6 and a 7-year-old boy or something.
Mm-hmm.
Shane and Kane.
Yeah, with Kane being the older one.
Yeah,
right.
Kane of which went on to be in movies of his own.
Yeah.
Such as this worthless thing that just came out called, what was it? Cascas, One Night in Vegas, or One Night in Bangkok.
Bangkok, yeah, that's what it was.
That I couldn't make it through.
But
his parts were the ones I wish there were more of.
Yeah.
Kane Kosugi. But yeah, he's in a bunch of his dad's movies.
Yeah.
And in this one, he does what?
He does...
There's a villain man who's like
victimizing this lady.
Yes, yeah, it takes place inside the hostage bus.
The hostage bus, yeah, they're inside the bus, and
he's sitting on this bus seat,
assaulting this lady,
observing this villainy that's about to go down involving an innocent female.
Yeah, and what he does?
What does he do?
I think he puts
sets the guy's butt on fire.
Literally. Really sets the guy's butt on fire. It's pretty awesome.
Told you. This is a movie for me.
Yeah, it's a butt pyro.
Whether
in the
whether
literal,
this is a spoof or not, this is
It's a literal butt pyro.
This is a film for your ass. And then what was the second iteration? A man. It was the big crazy guy who has a bomb, I think, that he's getting ready to set off.
Yeah.
But then
I think Sho
Kosugi like jams it in his mouth.
Yeah,
or something.
makes him eat it.
And then you get a flatulence joke involving his underwear being burnt to a crisp. So, yeah. What butt pyromania you do get?
It's
worthwhile
for your ass. That indeed.
Butt pyromania.
Yeah.
It's one of those where you have so many favorite parts you can't do them all, and we hate to anyway. So that way you can go through and still get your share of kicks. When
you gotta. There's just some things you have to discover
when you purchase your explosive cinema compilation.
Yeah.
Correct.
Which has other awesome movies on it.
Yeah, this is actually worthwhile. It's not a shit compilation. It's got some cool cool bad movies on it, namely Low Blow and that other Leo Fong item and freaking Top Cop. Have you still not watched Top Cop?
Actually, I haven't watched it yet.
Nice.
So.
Nice. Yeah, we gotta go through Top Cop at some point.
Anyway,
that's also on this fine compilation, Explosive Cinema.
Yeah. Anyway, if you ask me,
9 Deaths of the Ninja.
It toes the fine line between being a spoof and not being.
Oh, gray area. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I would not call it a straight up spoof or praise the filmmakers as having made a textbook, a masterful spoof. Like I say, they should have spoofed some other elements.
Yeah, they should.
But it's that does not make it not worthwhile and not an awesome movie because it is a great experience to go through.
Make it part of your perusal.
The fact that you have virtual ninja master and martial arts good man, Sho Kosugi. And what it ends up being is 9 Deaths of the Ninja.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. Go and watch it.
Gentlemen, I have some new information for you to consider. While most of you were sleeping, Spike was interrogating a prisoner. And he's obtained some delightful news, I must say. Alby has issued an execution order.